to make a Kente Cloth style bookmark. So I've already gotten started on one here, but I wanted to show you how to get started. So first of all, you're going to need 2 sheets of notebook paper with the holes, or you can use copy paper, that's fine too. But what you're going to do is one of them you're going to fold in half, and then you're going to cut it down the middle with your scissors. So you need a pair of scissors to do this. And you want to try to stay right on that crease line best you can. If it gets a little crooked, it's okay. But try to keep it right there. Okay, so you don't need this side with the holes. You can kind of put that aside. This one you're going to use in a little bit. Alright, the other sheet of paper, what we're going to do is we're going to start in between 2 of the holes right here. We're going to count. So I'm going to mark right here. We're going to go 10. So 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to cut on both of these lines right here that I just marked with my marker. So we're going to just put this aside, don't need that right now. So this is the part we're going to use. And what you want to do is decorate this paper, kind of like you see I did here. I did every 2 lines, I did a pattern, a different pattern in them. And I have this sheet here that you can kind of look at to get some ideas of different types of lines. And I'll try to post this on the assignment area so you can take a look at it. Somewhere. So anyway, you got that. And then just using some markers, or you can use crayons, it doesn't matter. Markers tend to curl the paper up a little bit, I've noticed. So crayons might be good, or you could even use colored pencils, and that would work fine too. But anyway, you want to decorate all this. And if you notice, I don't know if y'all can see that on there, but there's a red line right there. We're going to use that red line, so you want to pay attention to where that's at on your decorated sheet. And mine is right here, in this area right here. So what we're going to do, once you have it all decorated, you're going to cut in between each of your patterns. So when the African people from Ghana were making the Kente cloth, they actually wove those together with silk and made a weaving out of it. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing, is we're going to do some weaving, but we're just going to do it in paper. And so you want to cut all those lines all the way up so you hit that red line on the notebook paper. That's going to be our stopping point. And you want to make sure you stop right on that line. Don't go past it or short of it. Alright, and try to take your time when you're cutting, it's not all chopped up. Okay, so I've cut that up, I've got it in strips like that right now. Alright, so I'm going to set this one aside. Alright, then what I did on this half sheet of notebook paper is I colored some stripes, and on these I just kept them solid. If you want to do more patterns, that's up to you. And I just did 2, decorated 2 in a group. If you want to do 1 and make some of them smaller, some of them bigger, there can be some variation to it. So you can play around with different things. Maybe you want to make more than 1 of these. You can do that too. But anyway, so we're going to do this coloring in. And what I did also is I kind of measured from that red line down to the very bottom, because that's the part we're going to be weaving. So I measured, put my paper here, and put a little mark. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I marked right there. So I have a little bit of, I have 1 row extra, but I think once you start weaving, you're maybe not going to need all these strips. But if you do, there's lots more here you can add, or whatever you need. So what we're going to do now, anyway, is cut these strips apart, or the different colors that I made. So I'm going to just do that real quick. I'm not going to
cut all of them. I'm just going to do a couple of them. Just to give you the idea of how this works. Okay.
So I'm cutting them into strips. I've got these strips here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these. We're going to weave through all these strips here to make a weaving. Alright, and I want you to remember like each strip, so if you have one strip, the first row is going to be over and then under, over, under. Okay, and then row 2 is going to be the opposite. You're going to start under, and then you're going to go over, and then under, and then over. Okay, and then row 3 is going to be the same as row 1, so that will be over, under, over, under. Okay. All right, and then you just keep repeating that. So that's the pattern. That's so I'm going to turn this around so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do it upside down. All right, so I'm going to take my first strip. So I'm going to go over the first one, and then under the second, over the third, under the next one, over the next one. Okay, like that. All right, on the next row, then you're going to do the opposite. So you're going to go under, then over, under, and over. Okay, like that. And then you want to put it up, push it up tight here. So while as you're working, you'll need a glue stick, or you can use some tape. It's up to you. You're gonna just glue the ends. Just put a little bit of glue right there. Glue it down. Glue it down on this side. And then on the one that I just did, I'm gonna have to flip it over. Or you can pick up this strip. I guess we'll just do that. Pick this up. Put a little glue right there. And then stick it back down. Pick this up. Put a little dot of glue there. Stick it back down. Okay, so we're going to do that all the way top to bottom, or go all the way, start at the red line and then just keep weaving all the way down. So again, I started over and then I did the next one under, so now I'm going to start over again. So I'm going to do over, under, over, under. Alright, and then we're going to glue that one down. So it takes a little bit of patience to do this. Alright, and so go all the way to the bottom. Again, if you need to make more strips, you can do that here, or maybe it might end up where the bottom one is real thin. You might have to trim just one line to finish it off at the bottom. And then if you want to, at the bottom, you could cut some fringes, or maybe just leave a little gap right there at the bottom and cut fringes by cutting this way. Cut little cuts. So you can do that. If you want to, if you have access to laminating, you can get it laminated, or you could just take, after you're all done, trim off the edges here. And then you can take some Scotch tape and just laminate it with Scotch tape. And the way you would do that is just stretch the pieces of tape out one direction or the other just to cover it up, and I'll make it waterproof. And you can use that as a bookmark if you want to. This could also be folded once you're all done, and you can make a little pocket for something. So there's lots of things you could do with this. And I just did it this size. You could use a whole sheet of paper, make a real big one to make a placemat. So there's a lot of, size doesn't really matter. And then, just being creative, doing different types of lines on your design. So I'd like to see what you come up with. When you're done, post it on Seesaw and show me what you got. All right, have a good day. Bye.